Okay, welcome. So glad you're all here. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm in Kansas City. Hopefully you can see. And just go ahead and shake everything out, loosen everything up, and we will do a yoga session here. I think it might be more like me and it has a silhouette, but that's okay. I think it's fine as long as you know the postures and you can kind of see what's going on. So let's start with nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take some deep cleansing breaths. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower all the way down to the side. We're going to be spending some time warming up. Always check the posture. I'm inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower. Now keep the feet flat on the floor. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale and stretch up from side to side at your own pace. Reaching and breathing. Feel that stretch on the side of your body as you reach up. Always breathe and always try to keep the abs in tight. Now, check that posture again, and let's take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Keep the feet flat on the floor. Keep the shoulders back and down. And now we're going to work on our heads and necks. So turn your head at your own pace from side to side, from one extreme to the other. You can hold the extreme a bit if you like, but you don't have to. Just make sure the motion is smooth and nothing's jerky. Come back to the center front, inhaling. Exhale, lower the chin to the chest, pressing the chin into the chest. Release. With a heavy head throughout this posture, roll to the left shoulder. Keep the shoulders back and down, left ear over the left shoulder. Feel a stretch of the opposite side. If you have neck issues, only roll in the front, if not jaw closed, heavy head, center back. Jaw closed again for a better stretch. Always breathe. Roll to the right shoulder. Maybe you roll from side to side, check that posture. Roll back down, pressing the chin into the chest. Release. Now opposite direction, right shoulder. Back in. Left shoulder. And back down, pressing the chin to the chest. Release. Center front inhale. Exhale, turn. Look over that right shoulder again. Inhale, up to the right. Exhale, look down to the left. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Center front inhale. Exhale, turn. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale, look up to the left. Exhale, look down to the left. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Center front inhale. Exhale, bring those shoulders up by the ears. To the back, bring them up, no neck. Arms are relaxed. Torso nice and tall, abs in tight. Release and reach down, long arms. And reach up with the head, long neck. Breathe. Release. Bring both arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms to the T position, palms down. Keeping the legs and hips stationary, take a deep breath in. Exhale and rotate just the upper body to the left. Front inhale. Exhale, rotate just the upper body to the right. Front, inhale. Exhale, lower the left arm down, bring that right arm straight up. Check the posture, take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach, lengthen and stretch to the side. Stay in that same plane, weight on both feet. Abs in tight. Bring the right shoulder back. Reach up, look up. Align the left shoulder and feel the stretch of the right side of your body. Breathe. Try to keep the weight as evenly distributed on the feet as possible. Up, inhale. Exhale, change sides. Check the posture, inhale. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and stretch in the same manner on this side of your body. Same plane. Weight on both feet. Abs in tight. Bring the left shoulder back. As you reach up, look up. Align the right shoulder. And feel the stretch of the left side of your body. Breathe. Up, inhale. Exhale, both arms straight up. Check the posture, take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach upward or lengthen the spine, tighten the glutes, arch back, reach back, breathe. Up, inhale. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms to the T position, palms down. Keep those shoulders back and down. Then reach forward, pulling the shoulder blades apart, keeping those abs in tight. Release, bring the arms back behind, clasp fingers together, straighten the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening the chest. And hold it here, breathing with that open chest. 4, lengthen the spine, tighten the glutes, and arch back. Jaw closed for a better stretch of the neck. Up, inhale. Exhale, release, and bring the arms forward in the parallel position again. Shoulders back and down. Then reach forward, pulling those shoulder blades apart again. Release, bring the arms back behind again, clasp fingers together, straight arms. This type of chest expansion is so good for the posture. You may hold it here as we did before, or bend the knees over the feet in this Utkatasana, fierce or chair variation. Head and neck and extension of the spine, arms low, medium, or a bit higher. Straighten your legs, inhaling. Exhale, hold it here again, or again, lengthen the spine, tighten the glutes, arch back. Up, inhale. Exhale, release the hold, and bring those arms up. Inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and again, lower the arms to the T position, palms down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, and again, just rotate the upper body to the left, legs at hip station. Front, inhale. Exhale, rotate upper body to the left. Front, inhale. Exhale, arms up. Prayer position, inhaling. Exhale, arms up again. Reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Bend the elbows and roll the shoulders back. Great big circles. Loosening the torso as you roll. Breathe. And then straighten those arms for full range of motion. Keeping those shoulders lubricated. Keeping them functional and younger. It's best we can. Younger looking and active. Shake everything out. Upper body should be pretty well warmed up. Still working on the midsection. We're gonna go ahead and clean the inside of the barrel first, and then we'll stretch forward and forward fold. Hands on the waist or the hips. Imagine you have something big and fat wrapped around the biggest part of your hips, and we're going to clean the inside of that barrel. So push the hips forward, roll to the left, roll back, absent tight always, roll right and forward. Again, left, back, right and forward. Hold it here, opposite direction, right, back, left, forward, right, back, left, and forward. Back to the center. Inhale. Exhale, open those legs. Bigger belly. Push forward. Roll to the left. Left knee bent, right leg straight. Roll back, keep those abs in tight always. Roll right, right knee bent, left leg straight. And roll forward. Left, back, right, forward. Hold it here, opposite direction, right, back, abs in tight, left, forward, right, back. Remember to breathe, left and forward. Back to the center, inhale. Exhale, toes out, heels in. And keep your arms where they are, or if you want a little more, bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms to the T position, palms down. Now you want your toes, or when you bend your knee like to the right, it goes directly over the toes. And same with the left. Goes directly over those toes. So inhale, exhale, stretch to the right. Pretty close to the wall. Torso tall. Knee over that foot. Arms parallel to the floor as best. Back up, inhaling. Exhale, left. Knee over that foot. Torso tall, arms parallel to the floor as always. In tight. Breathing. Back up, inhaling. Exhale, right. Again, you may repeat that or reach in toward the surface below you. But you want your back to be long and flat. Try not to round it. Try not to put real weight on the fingers if you can help it. You can use a block here for support if you need to. Back up to the T position, inhaling. Exhale, left. Whatever you did on the right, do on this side as well. Just check that posture. Keep those abs in tight. Back to the T position, inhaling. Exhale, right. Again, repeat one of those. Rotate and open to the back. Reaching, looking, breathing. Again, try not to put real weight if you can help it. Abs in tight. Back to the T position, inhaling. Exhale, left. Repeat what you did on the right side of the body. Breathe. T position, inhaling. Exhale, arms up. Check the posture, inhaling. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower again to the T position, palms down. Now, if your feet are very far apart, we're going to walk them in a bit, because you're going to bend both knees together and lower the hips. And you want those knees to go over the toes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend the knees and lower those hips. And you can try to balance on your toes if you want, or just hold it. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, place the fingertips or palms on the floor or blocks in front of the feet and under the shoulders. Bring the heels up, inhaling. Exhale, lower. Abs always in tight. Straighten the legs. Inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees and lower the hips. Heels up, inhaling. Exhale, lower. Straighten those legs, inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees and lower the hips. Now, T position, palms down, palms up, and slowly come up, inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach, lengthen, lower down again. This time, bend the elbows, palms forward, fingers flare just a bit in this goddess posture. Then straighten everything up, reaching upward in the star, inhaling. Exhale, reach. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, goddess again. Up, inhaling, star. Exhale, reach. Lower again, inhaling into that goddess. Exhale and just hold it here this time. Back up to the star, inhaling. Exhale, reach. Lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Walk the feet in. Shake everything out. Move the hips and shoulders. One more time for a little bit of a twist if you want. Nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back. And bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach and lower. Just want you to slide down a bit to one side. I'm not going to do the whole thing. And then slide to the other. It's not really a twist, it's a nice stretch. Let's do that again. Slide on one side, reaching up, staying in the same plane. Slide the same way. Now, back to the center. Hands to heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, stretch it forward. Bending at the hips. Nice flat back. You can modify by softening or bending the knees if you choose. Head and neck and extension of the spine. Push out the glutes as you're bent at the hips. Abs always intact. Then release and just let that upper body relax down. Let gravity pull you deep. Abs in tight, breathe. Now you may just hold it here, but if you want an additional twist, rotate just the upper body to the left. Fingertips on the back of the left thigh, calf, ankle, or on the block, or the surface beside that left hip. Breathing, abs in tight. No stress on the head. In a fluid motion, rotate back to the center front, inhaling. Exhale, legs and hips stationary, rotate in the same manner to the right. Fingertips on the back of the right thigh, calf, ankle, or on the surface or block beside the right foot. Abs in tight, breathe. Rotate back to the center front, inhale. Exhale, just let that upper body relax down. You might be able to come down a bit more, I know I do. But keep those abs in nice and tight. And then slowly round out, one vertebra at a time. Head, neck, and arms relax. You can always modify by bending the knees as you come up if you want. But bring those arms up, inhaling. Exhale, and again, stretch up from side to side at your own pace, reaching and breathing. My teacher Tony told me one time you can make an entire practice session just out of a warm-up and just extend things, but we're not going to be able to do some additional things. Not this time, but I do love the warm-up too. It's every part of your body. Now, nice and tall, hips tucked under, shoulders back and down. Let's take another deep cleansing breath. Inhale up. Exhale, reach and lower. Again, roll the shoulders back, right big circle with those elbows bent. Lubricating those joints as well. I like to let my hands and wrists just move around to lubricate them. And then straighten the arms for full range of motion. Let's add a little balance here. So, focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. Stand by something if you feel you need the support, whether it be emotional, mental, physical. Focus on that spot, hands on the waist or the hips. If you're a little challenged, you can put your arms in other positions. I'm going to have mine on my waist. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring that right arm up in the front. Lower it, inhaling. Exhale, right knee up in the front. Rotate it to the side. Lower to the side, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side. Rotate it to the front. And lower, inhaling. Exhale, bring that left knee up in the front. Lower, inhaling. Keep those abs in tight. Exhale, up in the front. Rotate it to the side. Lower to the side. Inhaling. Exhale, up to the side. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, up to the side. Rotate it to the front. And lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both knees. Knees over the feet. Head and neck, an extension of the spine. Back up, inhaling. Exhale, bring that right leg forward, leg is straight, foot is flexed. Point, flex, point, flex. Bring the leg out to the side on the same knee. Point, flex, point, flex. Bring the leg to the back in the same manner. Tighten the glute. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, left leg forward, leg is straight, foot is flexed. Point, flex, point, flex. Bring the leg out to the side on the same knee. Point, flex, point, flex. Bring the leg to the back in the same manner. Tighten the glute, keep the torso tall. Point, flex, point, flex. Lower, inhaling. Exhale, bend both legs. Knees over the feet. Back up, inhale. Exhale, move your hips from side to side. Loosening up those joints a little bit more. And shake it. Let's do a brief sun salutation. We're just going to do planks, downward dogs, cobras. So, stand at the front of your mat. Kind of hard, this mat is quite short for me, but hopefully yours is all on it. Front of the mat, nice and tall. Hips back down, your shoulders back and down. Bring the arms up into the inhale. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and stretch upward, forward. Stretch back. Breathe. Up inhale. Exhale, now stretch forward, bending at the hips. We'll come into Ardha Uttanasana. Fingertips on the floor or blocks. The side, the feet. You can modify. Put the fingertips on the front of the legs if you choose. Push out through those glutes as you're bent at the hips, head and neck, and extension of the spine. Abs always in tight, and you may hold it here or lower down. Palms flat on the floor or whatever the surface is. Bending the knees only if you need to. Breathe Then bend the knees enough to slide both feet hip width apart, palms or shoulder width up on those toes or the balls of your feet. Push the heels down, head between the arms. Lengthen the torso and arms. Rotate the shoulders down from the outside. And breathe in this downward facing dog. Now lower the hips to a plank or a high huddle position. High on the shoulders. Try to make sure the rear end is not sagging or sticking out as best you can. Breathe. You can always modify down on your knees if you choose. Now open to the right, to a side plank. You can modify with the left or lower knee on the floor if you choose. You can have the heel of one foot up against the toes of the other, or stack your feet. I can't do that because my mat's too short. But breathe. And if you want, you can lower the upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to a plank. And then open to the other side. Whatever you did on the other side of your body, try to do on this side as well. Breathe. And again, you can lower the upper arm above the head. Bring it back up, inhaling. Exhale back down to the plank. Now bend the knees on the floor, tops of the feet on the floor, and lower down into either the puppy pose with the forearms, elbows, and head on the floor, or slide all the way to a moon position, resting the rear end on the heels or as close as you can. Arms still outstretched, head and neck relaxed, abs intact. Breathe. Pick the head up, slide the arms forward, clasp the fingers together, and come into that low huddle or elbow plank. You can always modify by lowering the legs to the floor if you choose, but try to stay high on the shoulders if you possibly can. Head and neck, an extension of the spine. Breathe. Now lower the quads and the tops of the feet to the floor in this elbow cobra. Or come into the Sphinx with the palms on the floor in front of you. Eye on the shoulders, breathing. Hold it here or palms on the floor beside the rib cage, elbows close to the bottom. Take a deep breath in. Exhale from all the way to that full cobra. High on the shoulders. Look up and breathe. Now bend the knees enough to plant the toes on the floor behind you. Pick those hips up into the air, up on those toes, the ball of the feet, and again come into that downward facing dog. If you're not modifying on your knees, walk the dog, keeping the toes on the floor. Bend one knee as you push the other heel closer to the floor. And just go back and forth.
Walking your dog at your own pace, feeling the stretch at the back of your legs. That's always in tight. Breathe. Then push both heels down. Lower the hips enough to slide both feet back up to the front of your mat, or walk them up however you possibly can. Into, again, Ardha Uttanasana. Again, you can modify if you choose. Just try to keep that back as long and flat as possible. Abs in tight. And again, you can lower the palms all the way down, only bending the knees if you need to, but listen to your body and breathe. Then release the hold. You may round up one vertebra at a time as we did in the warm-up. You can also bend the knees as you come up as a modification, or arms at your ears, and slowly come. Inhaling as you reach the top. Exhale, reach upward, or again, lengthen spine, tighten the hips, arch up, reach back, breathe. Up, inhaling, exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, reach, lengthen, and lower the arms all the way down to the sides. Check that posture, and let's take another deep cleansing breath. Can't breathe too much. Exhale, reach, and lower. Again, roll the shoulders back. Great big swings. Breathe. And straighten the arms for full range of motion. And let's do a tree on each side of our bodies. Again, you can stand by something if you want. Then we'll get down to the floor and do some floor stretches. So focus on a spot in front of you that doesn't move. We might not hold them very far tonight, long, but we'll do one on each side. Bring that right knee up front, rotate it to the side, bring the sole of your foot into that inner left leg wherever you can. Push it in, hold it back. Torso tall, bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach upward in the V posture or prayer position, hands to heart. Focus on your posture and your breathing. Oops. Was good. Now, up inhaling, exhale, reach, release, and lower down. Let's take a deep cleansing breath. Up inhaling, exhale, reach, and lower. Challenging myself because this mat is very thick. There's a tile underneath, but I can feel my feet moving a little bit, but that's a good challenge. It's okay to challenge yourself, it's good. Now, relax the arms in inhaling. Exhale, bring the left knee up in front. Rotate it to the side. Place the sole of the foot anywhere you can along that inner right leg. Push it in, holding it back. Torso tall, arms up, inhaling. Exhale, reach in that V or prayer position, hands to heart. Focus on your spot, your posture, and your breathing. Up inhaling. Exhale, reach, release, and lower down. Okay, let's take a deep cleansing breath. Up inhaling, exhale, reach and lower. Now let's go ahead and get down to the floor. We'll do a little stretching and then we'll do our relaxation. So let's lower down. If you can do it without using your hands for support, that's awesome. If you need your hands, no worries. Seated stick posture. Legs straight back, straight arms straight. Point those toes, flex those feet. Relax the feet, release the whole. Now, let's go ahead and round down. So take a deep breath in. Exhale and round down. One vertebra at a time. Arms at your sides, near your hips. Palms down. As you reach the floor, take a deep breath in. Exhale, push down with those arms and slowly bring those legs up. Remember, if you have any kind of back issues, bend the knees. Get that lower back against the floor as best you can. And then straighten those legs up, perpendicular to the floor. So listen to your body and do what works for you. You just want to end up with your lower back against the floor as best you can. Legs as straight and perpendicular to the floor as it works best for you. Point those toes, flex those feet. Let the shoulders rest down into the surface below. Relax the feet, circle those ankles, slow, big circles, abs and tight, lubricating those ankles. And then change direction with those circles. Try to do about the same number in each direction as best you can. And when you're finished, relax the feet. Point those toes, flex those feet. Relax the feet, open the legs. Place your hands on the inner thighs, putting pressure down, keeping that lower back against the floor as best you can, and the legs as straight as possible. You can always modify if you need to. But if you keep the legs straight, you can slide the hands down to the calves or the ankles as well. Just keep the pressure on those open legs as best you can. That lower back as close to the floor as possible, and those abs always in tight. Point the toes, keeping the pressure on those open legs. Flex the feet. Same thing. Relax the feet. Bend the knees, and you hold the ankles with the hands around the index fingers, around the big toes and the half of big toes, and just rock and roll from side to side. Now, some people don't like to roll from side to side. It doesn't feel good on the body. So if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Most of us like to feel that massage on our backs. So listen to your body and do what works for you. But remember to go slowly so you use your muscles and not momentum. And we're going to open our hips today a bit. So first of all, see if you can straighten those legs up. If you can't, don't worry about it. Now straighten those legs, bend those knees, hug them briefly into your chest. Full wind releasing position, breathing absent, tight back against the floor. Release and place the feet, hip width apart, knees straight up. When we open our hips and work at our hips, it helps our lower back. So it helps our back and our core. So we kill multiple, I don't want to kill anything, but hit multiple things with one stone. Couldn't get it out. Okay, take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that right leg up, bend the knee, and place that right ankle as high on the left thigh toward the hip bone as possible. Sometimes people get enough of a hip opener right here, and this is the best they can do, and that's great. You're feeling that open hip, you're good. If you can, thread that needle, right hand under the bent right leg. We have multiple threadings of the needle postures. And place the left hand on the back of the left thigh. Bring that, put both hands on the back. Bring that left knee in toward your torso. Your hands can be on the back of the thigh or on the shin, whatever feels best for you. Your back's against the floor, your abs are tight, and hopefully you feel a nice opening of that right hip. Breathing. Release the hold, inhaling. Exhale again. Feet hip width apart, knees straight up. We're going to do the other side. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that left leg up, bend that knee, cross that ankle as high as you can on the right thigh toward the right hip bone. Thread that left hand under the left leg, right hand on the outside of the right thigh. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring that right knee in toward the torso. Hands on the back of the right thigh or on the right shin. Lower back's against the floor, abs are tight, and hopefully you feel a nice opening of the left hip this time. Release the hold, inhaling. Exhale back, feet hip width apart, and knees straight up. We're going to try to get a deeper stretch, so we're going to do that again on both sides. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that right leg up, bend the knee, cross that ankle as high as you can toward the right hip bone. Thread that right needle, left hand on the outside of the left thigh. Inhale. Exhale and bring that left knee in toward the torso. Hopefully you can get a little bit higher, maybe not, it's okay. Back against the floor, abs in tight, feeling a nice opening of the right hip. Hopefully you can come just a little bit more. Breathe. Release the hold, inhaling. Exhale, feet hip width apart, knees straight up. Inhale again. Exhale, bring that left leg up, bend the knee, cross that ankle as high as you can toward the left hip bone. Thread the left needle, right hand on the outside, inhale. Exhale, bring that right knee in. Hopefully you can get a little bit closer, abs and tight, back against the floor. Feeling that nice opening of the left. Always breathe. Release, inhaling. Exhale, feet hip width apart, knees straight up. We're going to do it one more time with a possible variation. Deeper stretch, possible. Inhale. Exhale, bring that right leg up, bend that knee, cross it over. Thread the right needle. Left hand on the outside and bring that left knee up, abs in tight, back against the floor. You may hold it here, as we did before, or straighten that left leg up. You may keep the hands where they are at the back of the thigh, or release and bring the hands up to the calf or the ankle. And no matter if the knee is bent or the leg is straight, if you want more, take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring the torso up toward that left knee. Point the toe, flex the foot. Lower the torso, inhaling. Exhale, relax the foot and wrap everything, feet hip width apart, knees straight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the left leg up, and the knee will do the same on this side of our bodies. Thread that left needle, right hand on the outside, take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring that right knee in. And again, you may hold it here, but if you successfully straighten the left leg, let's straighten this leg too to balance our bodies. You can keep the hands there or bring the hands up to the calf or the ankle. And you may hold it here, but if you want more, no matter if your knee is bent or leg is straight, you want to take a deep breath in. Exhale and bring the torso up toward that right knee. Point the toe, flex the feet. And make sure you're breathing. Lower the torso, inhaling. Exhale, relax the foot and wrap and hug both knees into your chest with your arms. Full wind releasing position, breathe. Abs in tight. Rolling from side to side. If you choose, you can do the happy baby pose from side to side instead of the full wind releasing position. Either one. We're ending our practice shortly. We're going to do some relaxation here in just a bit. So come back to the center. Straighten the legs up perpendicular to the floor. I think I inch down just a bit on my mat. Point the toes and flex the feet. Relax the feet, place the soles of the feet together, bending the knees, and lower the feet to the floor. Allowing those knees just to relax down. Palms up, near your sides, but out enough so that it's comfortable for the shoulders. Sinking deeper into the surface below you, palms up, fingers naturally curled up. Close your eyes and breathe in this bottle opener or butterfly posture. And now we'll prepare for Shavasana or full relaxation. So if you want, you can slide the heels down on the floor until the legs are straight and just let the feet flop out to the sides. Or if you want a little more, bring those legs up perpendicular to the floor. Lower back will be against the floor when your legs are straight up. Abs are always in tight. Point your toes, flex the feet. Relax the feet, arms at your sides, near your hips, palms down, and slowly lower those legs down toward the floor. Slowly and in control. Remember, if you have back issues, bend those knees and slide the feet on the floor until the legs are straight. And if you haven't already done so, when you do reach the floor with the straight legs, take a deep breath into your system, inhaling through the nose, filling the lungs. And then exhale and just relax in that corpse posture, palms up, feet flop down to the sides. Take another deep breath in. And exhale through slightly parted lips, slowing the heart rate down just a bit. Continue to breathe on your own now, but soon we'll take a deep breath in together. And this time, when we exhale together, we'll fist our hands, flex our feet, and tighten everything possible in our bodies, including our faces and necks. Let's take that deep breath in now. Exhale and tighten. And release. Just rest down into that surface below you. You may want to cover yourselves or put something under the parts of your body like your knees or whatever works for you. Roll your head from side to side until you find the most comfortable position where your head and breathe. Breathe. Close those eyes. Open your minds. Open your minds and travel to one of your favorite safe places. Your safe place Could be anywhere. Today it's so warm, I'm going to a mountain cabin. There's snow falling outside and a crackling fire. I'm toasty warm. You go where you wish you were. And we'll move through your body, consciously releasing the joints and relaxing the muscles as we do. Breathe. Eyes are closed. Your mind is open, thinking healthy thoughts that make you happy in your safe place. Start first with the hands and the fingers, relaxing the muscles as you release the joints. Moving up the arms. Release the joints in your wrists as you relax the forearms. Release the joints in the elbows as you relax the biceps and triceps. Relax the shoulders, the deltoid and lateral muscles as you release the joints. Lower the focus now to the toes and the feet, relaxing the muscles, releasing the joints. As you begin to move up the legs, release the joints in your ankles as you relax the shins and calves. Release the joints in your knees as you relax the hamstrings up the back of your legs. Relax the quadriceps and thighs. Relax the hips, releasing the joints. Relax the glutes, allowing the glutes to sink deeper into the surface below you, wherever you might be in your safe place. Continue to move up the body, relaxing the lower back and the spinal area around those muscles and around the tailbone. Relax the obliques of the sides of your torso. Relax the abdominal muscles. Relax the diaphragm and rib cage areas, remembering to breathe. Relax the mid part of your back and spine. Relax the upper back and shoulder blades. As you relax the spinal area, moving up between the shoulder blades, through the neck to the base of the skull. Now focus on the chest. Relax the sternum area and pecs. Relax the clavicle, collarbone area. And allow those shoulders to sink a little deeper into the surface below, wherever you might be as I'm in my mountain cabin. Relax the neck from the bottom to the top and all the way around. Release the jaw as you relax the chin. Relax the lips, the tongue, and the tongue. Relax the cheeks. Relax the nose and ears. Relax the eyes and temples. Relax the brow. Smooth the forehead. Now relax the scalp, beginning at the forehead at the perfect intensity for you. Imagine a massage moving all the way through the scalp to the base of the skull. Breathe. Your mind is open. You're in your safe place, and your body is relaxed and hopefully functioning perfectly. Now, from wherever you may have traveled, let's come. Let's take a deep breath into your system. Exhale and become aware of your fingers and toes, your wrists, and your ankles. Take another deep breath in. Exhale and bring those legs up, bending the knees and hug them into your chest with your arms. Raise the head up toward the knees. Lower the head, inhale. Exhale and either roll to the right to sit up or rock and roll up to a seated position, sitting cross-legged, half lotus or full lotus, whatever suits your body, nice and tall. Bring the arms up, inhaling. Exhale, prayer position, hands to heart. Hold the position, inhaling. Exhale, and thank you very much for coming. Namaste. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for sharing a bit of it with me and with us. So, thank you for being here.